So, good afternoon, Divyanshi.
Good
I'm
afternoon.
going to take your interview on that. I have given individual assignment on my course, Society and Culture.
Okay.
So, the topic will be attention to mental health and well-being among youth of India. So, I'm going to ask some question, and if you are not comfortable answering it, you can say no.
Okay.
So, the what kind of mental health or emotional stress have you experienced since joining the PGD program?
Well, meeting the deadlines, which is very obvious.
Yeah.
Then definitely now we have our what do you say? The
Exams,
no, not exams.
the deadlines,
No, what do you get in June and July?
the
Internship.
internship.
Yeah, that's what's going on, and yeah, we're pretty hectic because we need to get in a good company. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's and then meeting deadlines, and then we have tests, and then we're gonna have exams in January. So it's a pretty hectic schedule. So yeah.
Okay. So, what are the major source of stress for you? I mean, academics, placement, or family pressure like that?
I don't have family pressure, but then there is some kind of family pressure because they are sending you here with a lot of money. They have invested much money in you, even though they won't ask anything in back, but still, there is some kind of responsibility now. I know that we have to pay back something, right? So definitely there is some kind of stress there, and academic, as I said earlier, there it
So,
is.
how are you coping up with that? I mean, that stress.
Well, I'm a kind of person who believe in destiny a lot. So
Okay.
I know something's gonna happen somewhere. So I have left a lot of things on God and on myself because what I do also matters a lot.
Like work and like go hand in
Yeah,
hand.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So how do competition, performance pressure, or comparison with peers affect your mental health? Then?
Competition. Well, I don't really. Some. Well, yeah. The grading system or whatever the marks you get, it kind of affects you somewhere. That, oh my god, I lost so much marks here. Why couldn't I score that much? Why couldn't I? Why don't I have those skills? But at the end of the day, but we have a. I think we can do better every day, but we don't have to be in comparison with people all the time because at somewhere everybody is better than you and
Yeah, it helps
yeah.
releasing the stress
Yes,
and
yes.
helps calming down. So, have you ever felt anxious, overwhelmed, or emotionally exhausted during the course?
Well, not anxious. Maybe during our presentations.
Okay.
Recently, we had a marketing presentation, so we had to prepare it for like one straight week. I had prepared everything, we did a lot of research, but during the time we went to deliver it, I was shaking that I hope everything goes well. Yeah, these are the things, nothing much, everything is fine.
Okay. So, what you usually do when you find yourself shaking in the presentation,
Yeah.
or I mean, what measures you take?
Well, I think I have a lot of people with me here who try to comfort me. Even if I'm feeling anxious, I would cry and I would call people who are here and I know who would understand me, and they are there always. They would leave their work and pay their time, give their time to me, and yeah, these are the things that kind of help me a lot.
So, how do you usually deal with the stress or emotional pressures? I mean,
Yeah, that's what I say. Being with people
being with people.
who
So,
are mine,
you're
yeah, my friends.
yeah. So, are you aware of any mental health support system provided by your I mean, the institute you are in?
No, I'm not. Are
You
you?
are not
Are you?
aware of the mental health support
Yeah.
provided by the institute. Don't you aware of the
No, I'm not.
psychologist?
No, I think I read a board over there in our hostel
Yeah.
that you can meet a psychologist on this particular day. But before that, I was not aware.
Okay. She's good
Okay.
if you want to try. I don't think so you need it,
Yeah.
but have you or your peers ever approached a counselor, faculty members, or a senior for emotional support?
I don't really think.
Okay. Any of your friends you remember?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think they have approached.
Okay. So what? I think that is already answered. So what prevents students from openly discussing mental health issues on campus? What do you think?
Like, I mean, we see there's a lot of stigma still around mental health, right?
Mhm.
But I've seen people crying in the campus a lot of times. They're on the
Yeah.
call, they're crying, they're alone. But there are always some people around them who are trying to calm them down. So yeah, that's all I know. But in my in my friend group, I don't really have seen a lot of people, but sometimes they do feel stressed, and we can get to know that through their actions. So I try to comfort them as well as they do me when I am not okay.
So, do you think, are there challenges related to lack of time, awareness, or affordability, or trust in mental health services?
Yeah, then
Do you
there
think
are.
you can't control any counselor? I mean,
There are such problems, but I think these are getting reduced. Maybe I don't know it's right word. There is lack of knowledge, right? People are not ready to open up, right? Because there is a fear of being being judged by others, right? So
and
recently,
in this time in our society, this
it
is very
is,
much,
yeah,
yeah.
it's right. That people will judge them or not. Even there was a movie called Der Zindagi. It was revolved around this mental health. And that person goes to the counselor and she wants to tell her own story, but she does not tell him directly.
Yeah.
She tells him that this story is of her friend. And
Yeah.
she is going
Mostly
through,
we do
yeah,
that.
because she had a fear of being judged. So that is so much familiar with us as well, I
Okay.
guess.
So, do academic schedule and evaluation system leave enough space for mental well-being? I mean, because here it is very
It is
much
very
like,
hectic,
yeah.
but I think uh, it's also upon us, like how much do we want to take care of ourselves, right? How much do we prefer ourselves, right? So it depends on individual to individual, right? And I think being mentally or physically fit is one of the most important thing. Your health should be your priority, no matter what. Definitely, we may not get time in our schedule, but it's on us that we have to take out time, maybe 1 hour or 2 hour.
Of course. So, what do you think is responsible for supporting student mental health?
I think,
Student families.
yeah, definitely. Well, if you talk about here, like in the campus, definitely there are family pressure is there, right? It can affect. Then it also depends on our circle, like how our friends treat us, like how they comfort us, and definitely, obviously on. I think it also depends on our faculty members, because they also need to understand that students are going through so much.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. So that's all. I think it depends on a lot of things.
So, what role should business school play in promoting mental well-being among the students? I mean,
I think there should be a dedicated week, maybe in 2 or 3 months, just dedicated to just mental health, where they can there can be a lot of practices that go on in the campus. So these might help, and yeah, these are all the things I think.
okay, any other idea you have for, I mean, like any event that can be.
I think the classroom timing should be reduced, right? Because sitting in a classroom for 90 minutes is straight, not it's very very hectic, right?
Yeah, of
So
course.
there's we have seen other colleges going out of the classrooms and studying. So these can also help students cope up with mental health.
So, how can peer and student committee contribute to a healthier mental environment on our campus?
Maybe by organizing such events dedicated to mental health. That's all I know.
So, what role should society, employer, or policymaker play in addressing your mental health issues?
Society, that's all in a society, maybe not judging other people,
Yeah.
maybe less judgments, employers not,
But that is not going to happen.
yeah, and talking about employers not, what do you say, burdening your employees with a lot of work. They need to understand that they are also humans, they are not robots. So, just for the sake of getting the work done, you are putting someone's mental health in some position that's not good. And yeah, that's all. Maybe policymakers. Well, that's not a thing I'm aware of.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you.